The whispering door. Hey, what's up everyone? So, today I have a story for you that's not just creepy, it's the kind of thing that'll make you look twice at every door in your house. Trust me, after hearing this, you might never feel the same about being alone at night. Let's jump in. Okay, so this happened to my cousin Lily, right? She just moved into this really old house she rented online. You know the type, big wooden doors, creaky floors, and that vibe like it has 100 stories to tell. She thought it was charming, but I was like, girl, that place looks haunted if. But she was all about saving money and didn't believe in ghosts or whatever. Typical Lily. The first night, everything seemed fine. She unpacked, ordered pizza, and even texted me a pic of the house with the caption, "A fixer-upper, but it's home." I joked back, if it starts whispering to you, call a priest. Little did I know. The next night, Lily was lying in bed scrolling TikTok when she heard it. A faint whisper. At first, she thought it was the wind. You know, old houses and drafty windows, right? But then she realized something. It wasn't just a random sound. It was words. "Come closer," it said. Lily froze. She thought maybe she imagined it. She turned off her phone and listened. Nothing. "I'm just tired," she told herself. But as soon as she turned over to sleep, she heard it again, clearer this time. "Come closer. I need to tell you something." Nope. She pulled the blankets over her head like a 5-year-old and stayed like that until morning. The next day, she decided to investigate. She went around the house, checking windows, vents, anything that could explain the sound. But the house was quiet. Too quiet. Then, as she walked down the hallway, she noticed something strange. One of the doors, this old, warped wooden door, was slightly ajar. Here's the thing. Lily was certain she hadn't opened that door. In fact, she hadn't even gone into that room yet. It was just a small storage space full of dusty boxes and junk left behind by the last tenant. She pushed the door open slowly, and it creaked like something out of a horror movie. Inside, nothing looked out of place. But then she saw it, a mirror leaning against the wall. It was cracked, with edges so sharp they looked like they could cut you just by looking at them. And on the glass, there were faint smudges, like someone had pressed their hands against it. Creepy, right? But Lily thought, whatever, it's just an old mirror. She closed the door and tried to shake it off. That night, though, things got worse. She was brushing her teeth when she heard it again. A whisper. But this time it wasn't faint. It was right there, like someone was standing behind her. "Why won't you come closer?" She spun around, toothpaste dripping, but no one was there. Her heart was pounding, but she decided to stay calm. She went back to her room, locked the door, and told herself she'd call the landlord in the morning. Maybe the house had mice. Whispering mice. Sure, why not? At around 3 a.m., she woke up to the sound of knocking. 3 slow knocks. But they weren't coming from the front door. They were coming from the hallway. Specifically, from that old wooden door. Lily grabbed her phone and turned on the flashlight. "Hello," she called out, her voice shaking. No answer. She tiptoed toward the hallway, every floorboard creaking under her feet. When she reached the door, it was wide open. And inside the room? The mirror. But this time there was something written on it. She swore it wasn't there before. In smeared handwriting, it said, "Help me." Now, most people would have been out of there faster than you could say paranormal activity. But Lily? She was too curious for her own good. She whispered, "Who are you? What do you want?" And then she saw it. In the reflection of the cracked mirror, there was a figure. Pale, with hollow eyes and a twisted smile. It wasn't in the room, just in the reflection. And then it whispered again. "Come closer, so I can show you." That was it. Lily screamed, grabbed her keys, and ran out of the house. She didn't even grab her shoes. She spent the rest of the night in her car, parked at a gas station with the doors locked and the lights on. The next day, she called the landlord and demanded an explanation. Turns out the previous tenant had passed away in that house, right in that room. And the mirror? It had been left behind because no one wanted to touch it. Lily didn't care. She broke her lease, left the house, and never looked back. But every now and then, she swears she hears whispers, even in her new place. So, what do you think? Would you have stayed to find out what the ghost wanted? Or would you have bolted like Lily did? Let me know in the comments. And remember, sometimes it's better not to open the door. You never know what's waiting on the other side.